Hello everyone, I'm Genie, and today we have pick by pick again, alright? And I'm testing some things out, right, to see how the archetypes are actually working. I can, if you're watching this, I will actually say that first before I actually make the video. I think Invoke is actually broken, is actually absurd in expeditions, as you guys are going to see on my last game, right, on this expedition, like on my third game, because I will only upload 3 games. Like, I saw that the deck is already very solid, and it's like midnight. I'm midnight and 25 a.m. right, and I'm awake since 4 a.m. from the day past, so I can't really play more, but I can guarantee you that the deck is actually very solid. So I realized some things about expeditions. I'm going to be saying that first before I actually make the video about expeditions as a whole. I think Leona, if you get her in as a mindset that, okay, I'm going to win the games with Leona, you're going to feel very bad about it. I think Asol is a pretty solid way to win games, but you're gonna be building a very greedy deck, right? So it's not really gonna work all the time. I think Lee Sin, though, as you guys are gonna see on this gameplay, with Targon, right, with either Tarek or Leona, right, because then he gets the Zenith Blade. It gets absurd. Like he gets he's a very solid win condition when you have Targon and Lee Sin on the same deck, right? It becomes very solid. And besides that, guys, I think the expeditions are pretty much the same. I don't think Nocturne is a very solid is a solid card. Even though I didn't play him yet, I would like to play him very much, but I'm being very unlucky. But as in theory, I don't know. I don't feel like he could bring too much value, right? So he doesn't seem like a very solid win condition in expeditions, because you need to be drawing him first. You need to be drawing him, and like later on, he's not going to be that useful. Oh, and Lulu as well. Lulu, if you manage to build a deck around her, like a very well-built deck around Lulu, as I showed on my last video, right? She is extremely good as a win condition as well. But besides that, guys, I think the expeditions are still the same. If you get sea monsters and you actually manage to get them to work, they're very powerful. Like, they're still very powerful in my opinion, even though you might get screwed about some obliterates, but still they're still very reliable, right? If you get Nautilus down, you're still gonna get the same amount of pressure that you used to get beforehand, right? And even though people have Invoke, they don't really have many well-picked cards to deal with deep, because no one is playing it anymore in expeditions. But besides that, I think everything is pretty much the same. I'm gonna be making a video with more in-depth explanation about it in the near future, right? I would just like to experiment a little bit more, so I don't really give any wrong information. But yeah, just giving you guys that watch these expeditions videos something to really take out of it, right? Before I actually make the video, because I feel like you guys should be rewarded, right? So guys, I'm extremely sleepy. I'm gonna leave you guys with the drafts and the gameplay. So yeah, see ya. Okay, so we have Tarek. But we're going for a support type of deck again. Feels pretty bad. But I don't like Leona. I don't like Leona, dude. I don't like Leona in expeditions. It doesn't feel like she's too powerful. I'm gonna go for Tarek here. So I can go for Tarek and Lee Sin. Actually feels pretty powerful. Actually feels pretty powerful indeed. Pretty powerful indeed. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for that. It's a little bit greedy, but I think it can work. It can work actually very well. Alright, so here I have the option to go for a Nightfall plus healing. I have the option to go for Zenith, Taste, Faefolk, and Tasty Faefolk denies Sonic Wave. I think Zenith Blade can help. I think Zenith Blade can help Lee Sin, right? To develop some things, to do some interesting things. Sonic Wave is actually very important as well. But I think Zenith Blade is actually pretty cool. Like, it's not, I'm playing a Tarek that it's not like I'm deck, like, right? It's not like I'm gonna be getting, being too screwed and, finding trouble in leveling up Lee Sin with spells, right? I'm gonna get Retreat, though. I think Retreat can be pretty valuable here. I have the option to go for Young Witch, Solari Shield Bearer, Fae, alright. Go for Dragon's Rage as well, and Horns of the Dragon. I think Fae Guide can be good. Fae Guide can be good to help Tarek, maybe? I think Young Witch overall is better. I think these are better. But I'm gonna get... This is card draw, right? This is double card draw, considering that I have Tarek on my hand, so... This is actually very powerful. River Shaper, Health Potion, okay. Gonna be going for Gift Giver and Spacey Sketcher, so maybe I can, you know, cycle some things that I don't really like with and getting something random out of it. I'm gonna be going for Solar, okay. When you heal an damaged ally. Don't like that. Doesn't seem very useful overall. I think Mountain Goat and Sunburst can be pretty good here. It'd be a pretty good way of removing things, and getting another gem is actually a little bit interesting. Definitely interesting. Solari Priestess, and I have, okay, Kinkuri Fighter is horrible. I think Tiari is gonna be the play, but but damn, Moon Dreamer is actually so bad in my opinion. I think Solari Priestess is actually the one that I'm going for here. Like, this is actually so bad in my opinion. Like, it's a 3/5 for 5. Yeah, I'm invoking things, but still, it's not something that, it's not an amount of mana that I want to be using, right? Only very late in the game, and it's gonna be filling pretty much the same role as a Solari Priestess, I guess. So I think this is gonna be the pick. Okay, I have Retreat, Rush, Herald. No, I can't do that. I can't go for Herald of Dragons and Dragon. I don't have any dragon pretty much. I think I have one. Yeah, I have one dragon. Guiding Touch and picks Retreat and Rush. I think Rush can be good. I mean, considering that I have Tarek, right? Considering that I have Tarek, I think maybe Rush is gonna be the pick. Maybe Rush is gonna be the pick. I have a dragon as well that benefits from it. What else? What else do benefits from that? I think that's pretty much it, though. Guiding Touch may be more interesting, right? Because Guiding Touch and picks may be more interesting. Because I have some things that would benefit from the help of picks. I have a 1 retreat already. Maybe it's enough. I think Guiding Touch is going to be more important in the end. Sonic Wave, Key Guardian, Solari Shield Bearer, Will of Ionia. Okay. So it's either Solari Shield Bearer or Key Guardian and Sonic Wave. I have 8 spells, so I can't afford to get a Sonic Wave, which is very valuable. Which is definitely very valuable. I think it's gonna be this one. I have Will of Ionia already, I have 1. I think maybe that's good enough for the time being. Right, so I have Sonic Wave with Twin Disciplines, Behold, Invoke, Hush, Rush, right? I think it's gonna be Sonic Wave again in Twin Disciplines. This is probably gonna be the last spell package that I'm gonna be getting. The rest, I think it's gonna be more unit centered, right? I need more 1-drops, I guess, because I would like to be. Yeah, it's better than getting Young Witch. I don't think Young Witch fits this deck. I don't think it does anything for us. I'm gonna be getting Moon Dreamer, sadly. But Solari Shield Bearer, Solari Soldier is actually a very solid 1-drop. Very, very solid 1-drop indeed. Pale Cascade. I hate this card. I really don't think it's good. Maybe it's good in this deck though. It's horrible. No, I don't like it. I have Twin Disciplines. Okay, Flower. I don't want a Flower Child though. I want a Flower Child. I don't have many things that enables it. I don't have that many support. I actually have only Tarek as a support. I'll have to get Pale Cascade again, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll have to. It feels so bad though, but I guess I need to. Blessing of Targon. I have 1, right? It would be pretty interesting to get another one. This is a very spell heavy deck though. Very, very spell heavy deck. I don't want another Moon Dreamer. This is so bad. I'm gonna be getting a tasty Fey Folk and Blessing of Targon. Let's see, what can I trade here? I can trade a Pix for a Fey Guide. I can trade a Pay Cascade. Okay, Retreat or Claws of the Dragon. I think Claws of the Dragon is gonna be more interesting here than Retreat, maybe? I already have many spells, right? So maybe Retreat is not the one that I'm going for. Like, what am I gonna be using Retreat on? I'm gonna be using it on Gift Giver. I can't really use it on Soldier, on Solari Soldier. Yeah, there's nothing that really feels good about. I mean, there's Solari Priestess, but that's it. I can't really use the second spell onto Solari Priestess because it's a play, right? Daybreak is a play thing. And it doesn't really make much sense. So I think Retreat is not going to be very good here. I think Claws of the Dragon is going to be better. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, so Aurelian and Trundle from the get-go. Need to be aggressive. I need to be aggressive, otherwise he's gonna shut me down like there's no tomorrow. I need to get rid of this guy as well. I think Twin Disciplines might be good onto Tasty Fey Folk eventually. I need to hunt for an earlier curve though. Actually, having Sunburst is interesting. It would allow me to remove Trundle. This is actually pretty good. Pix is actually pretty good. Like I'm gonna be able to go for a Claws of the Dragon. It's gonna become a 5/3, which is pretty bulky, right? Considering that he's playing probably only big units. I don't see this guy running many small things. So maybe we can rush him down. We're gonna try to do it for sure though. All right, that's a pretty good 3-drop. It's a pretty good 3-drop. Am I gonna be using it as a 3-drop or a 4-drop? That much I don't really know. I think maybe I use it as a. It depends, right? It depends on how is his board state on the following turn. Like if it's empty like this, I'm gonna go aggressive and go for Tasty Fey Folk. If it has a unit, maybe I'm gonna go for Solari Priestess. Okay. I need to push damage. I'm gonna be able to remove that on the following turn regardless of what happens. So this shows me that he has a 8+ cost card in hand, meaning that does he have Aurelian already? If he does, I'm in trouble. All right, so that's kind of passive as a play, right? So maybe I go for my own Solari Priestess as well. One other thing that I can do is go for Scales of the Dragon into Dragon's Protection onto Tasty Fey Folk to make him more bulky, right? And actually help him survive a little bit more. But I think maybe I'm gonna get something pretty decent here with Solari Shield, some Solari Priestess. But I mean, for the following turns I already have a play, so maybe it's not, yeah. Because you see guys, for the following turns I already have a play, right? I can go for Tasty Fey Folk. I already have plays for the following turn. I don't have plays for like the mid to late portions of the game. So I'm gonna be holding this a little bit so I can actually get value out of it later on, getting more high cost units, right? Okay. Now does he have a 4-drop? That's the question. That's a good question. I think I'm going for this, and I'm going for an for an attack. Following turn, I can go for Solari Priestess and the Dragon's Protection. Okay, I would like him to be losing his units, so I don't really mind that too much. Okay, so there's another Invoke. He's playing a very greedy deck. I need to be winning this fast, otherwise I lose the game. Like if he drops Aurelian, I lose the game. That's pretty much how this goes. I don't have many ways to deal with it because it has Spell Shield, right? Meaning that Will of Ionia doesn't cut it. Trundle is actually a little bit annoying to deal with as well. There's the Moon Dreamer. Okay. there's the Moon Dreamer. I can go for a Solari Priestess into Pale Cascade to remove that. Doesn't feel too bad at all. That's actually what I'm gonna do. The Golden Sister. Alright, that's a pretty good one. I can play it on the following round. Considering that he didn't play Trundle right now, it means that he probably doesn't have it. So when he does have it, I can use this as an answer. I'm gonna be doing this, honestly. Alright. Blessing of Targon. Maybe I'll be able to win with the Silver Sister into Blessing of Targon later on. Not this round, but on the following one, right? Okay, probably gonna be attacking only with the elusive one, because there is no point in attacking with this, considering that it's 6 mana. The odds of him not having a play here, I think it's very small. I think it's very, very small. There is a possibility, but I think it's small as hell. Okay, so you have one of your own. Feels pretty bad. In this scenario, I can't really attack because I have Blessing of Targon, right? So I have ways to make this survive better than this. But that's actually pretty bad for me. That's actually pretty bad. If I manage to go for Dragon's Protection onto Silver Sister, I'm gonna be very happy. Do I need to go for this onto that thing? I think maybe I do. I need to go for Will of Ionia, maybe? Like, am I gonna get more value? Am I ever gonna get more value out of Will of Ionia than this? It's gonna be buffing these things, and I'm not gonna be able to remove it afterwards. I think Sunburst is a play here, honestly. I think Sunburst is the play. Sadly, though, if he tries to, you know, attack with his sisters, I'm gonna have to trade, I guess. Alright. I would not like that thing to be... Okay, nice. I would not like that thing to be buffing neither of these two, so that's why I killed it. Like if he buffed the Silver Sister, for instance, I would have to use both my spells, right? I would have to use the Dragon's Protection, as I just did. And I would have to use Blessing of Targon as well. I would leave myself pretty vulnerable, I guess. Gotta go for an open attack, maybe. What am I accomplishing by going for an open attack? I didn't draw any of, like, neither Tarek or Lee Sin, which feels pretty bad. I never win if I don't attack, though. I never win if I don't attack. Maybe attacking with this makes sense. Like, if he blocks, I don't really care too much. I have ways to make it live. Alright, at least now he doesn't have an elusive blocker anymore. Which is maybe good enough. I have Tasty Faith Oak to kind of protect myself a little bit. I think maybe this elusive is going to be bringing me the win. Right? Maybe that's going to be the case. But considering that, considering that he played that troll at the beginning, right? I don't remember his name. Scavenger, right? It means that he had from the very beginning a 8+ cost card in hand. If I were to guess, okay. All right. I think maybe I'm going for. You're going for a Tasty Folk here. I need to apply pressure now, right? I need to apply pressure. That much is certain. Are you serious, dude? Okay. Alright, I'm going for a Tasty Faith Folk. Right? I guess if he attacks, I need to go for Blessing of Targon. Yeah, he's not gonna attack. So bad. Nice. Okay, Lee Sin is pretty good. Lee Sin is pretty good. Alright. Let's stop that from being a thing. And I can actually kill that thing and let damage go through with that unit of mine. Not this turn, but on the following one. Alright. Blocking with this. How far am I from leveling? Can I do it on the following turn? Maybe I can. I can level up on the following turn. I'm gonna take the damage here, right? Because maybe I'll have enough to win this game by the following turn by going for Gift Giver now. I can go for the gem on the following turn, and I'm still gonna have mana for Blessing of Targon and Will of Ionia. That is, if I don't get anything else that actually nice. That's what I wanted. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. And I can still level up Lee Sin, which is very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right? Maybe I'm gonna win by that. In an OTK fashion. That is if it doesn't have any type of obliterate or anything like that, right? If it has an obliterate, I lose the game. That's pretty much how it goes. Because I don't have any more deny or anything like that, so. Okay, so here it is. Or Hush as well screws me over. Right? Hush screws me up pretty damn bad here as well. I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for this. Pull you. And this should be good to go, unless he has Hush, right? If he has Hush, there's nothing I can do about it. Legitimately nothing I can do about it. If he doesn't, he loses the game though. There's not much to be done about it. You still lose the game. Right? Shouldn't be much to be done about it. Not gonna lie to you. You're still dead. Alright, good game. Oh, so Lee Sin with the crazy damage. Crazy damage on Lee Sin, guys. It's pretty interesting. Alright, good game. So let's see what cards are you gonna get now, right? Let's see what cards are we going to get now. I think that Lee Sin is more important than Tarek as a level up, as a win condition, right? It's gonna be a Lee Sin deck. Alright. Alrighty then. Ashe, Tarek, and Lulu. That's interesting. So it's a more it's a more focus, it's a more support focused deck. It's looking like it. I'm keeping these units then, if that's gonna be the scenario. Because if it's a more early game focused type of deck, I'm gonna be needing some blockers, right? I'm gonna go for the Mountain Goat. Because if he doesn't have a 2-drop, I'm gonna be getting some gems out of him. Oh yeah, you have one of your own, okay. I'm gonna be attacking first before he has Lulu on board, right? Which is gonna be on the following turn, if that's gonna be the case. If he actually has it, right, it's gonna be on the following turn. Not having any unit on board to buff it is actually very interesting for me. Pretty bad for him, but very interesting for me. Yeah, you see? Okay. So I have Tasty Faith Folk, which I'm gonna go for, honestly. Yeah, okay. Tasty Faith Folk it is. On the following turn, I don't really have enough mana to go for Sunburst yet, but I will have eventually. The sad part is that I don't currently have... I need to open attack here, because I don't currently have anything to really make a bad trade become a good trade. I'm gonna go for Claws of the Dragon. If it decides to go for anything, you know, before attacking on the following turn, I'm gonna be removing probably Tarek. I think Tarek is a little bit stronger in this position, right? Okay. I think I'll be killing Tarek here, right? I think Tarek is stronger than Lulu. I mean, if he has a way to, if he has a deny in hand, then I think I lose. I think I lose the game entirely if he has a deny. But if he doesn't, I think there's no way he wins, honestly. I think there's actually no way he wins if he doesn't have a deny right now. Right now, you need a deny, buddy. Right now. Do you have it? You probably don't. Alright, so apparently someone got mad. Why did you do that, by the way? Doesn't work like that, buddy. Doesn't really work like that. What were you thinking? Like, this silences before killing it. What's the idea there, buddy? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Didn't really understand it. Alright, I'm passing as well then. I don't know. Passing as well. I'm gonna be going for a fused firebrand. Actually looking pretty interesting. One other thing that I could do, however, is go for Moondreamer, right? Moondreamer is actually pretty solid as well. A bit, right? Because maybe I'll get a Obliterate, right? At this point, we are on luck mode activated. I'm going for an open attack here. Not open, right? Because I played a card before, but you guys got the idea. You guys got what I was trying to say. I don't really mind that happening. He probably has a way to protect Lulu, though. I don't see him trading here. Doesn't really make much sense. And he needs to have a barrier, otherwise it's probably dying. Probably dying. If it's not a barrier, he's probably dead. Dead. Lads. Most likely dead. Are you kidding me, buddy? That's not gonna work. I'm sorry to inform you that that's not gonna be a thing. He's probably gonna concede. I'm not even kidding at this point. I'm not even kidding at this point. He's probably conceding this game. Surrendering it. Did you see what I'm talking about? That's... boy. Okay. Alright. I get it, I get it. It's late at night, right? Maybe it's late there as well. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, so here we have a choice to make. Only bad choices, though. Only bad freaking choices. I think Resplendent. It's actually so bad. So bad. I think I prefer Whimsy. Not gonna lie to you, dude. I hate this card. I really don't like it. At least in this deck, I think it doesn't fit. Like, it's not like I have many units that would be benefiting from a 3, like, right, a 3 value healing, right? It doesn't, I don't really have many bulky units or anything like that. So yeah, this is gonna be the trade. All right. So he has Zed. What is the plan here? I think it's a Shan deck, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's probably a Shan Garen deck, I guess. It's probably a Shan Garen deck, I guess. I think I'm keeping Lee Sin here, because I have only one more in my deck, right? Having this card is actually very, very important for me. I think Solari Priest is actually... This hand as a whole is actually very interesting. I'm gonna be keeping it, I guess. Let's start with the aggression. Alright. Okay, I have tools to level up Lee Sin. I have a 3-drop, even though it's not really optimal, but I do have it. Alright. That's so good for me. I'll be doing this first, because I would like to be getting the damage off. He definitely has a 3-drop, as I expected. Okay. Gonna be getting a random card, because this is not broken at all. Right? Now, the question is, do I want Golden Sister? Or do I want Written the Stars? Or do I want Falling Comet? I think Falling Comet is gonna be better, because it's a solid way to remove Shen and Garen, which are two very annoying units to be removed, right? Written the Stars can be very solid as well, but considering that I already have a Lee Sin in hand, I don't really feel very inclined into not wasting, right, but using 4 mana to be drawing a champion that I already have. And as you guys can see, this is actually extremely busted. Yeah, pretty busted indeed. There's nothing he can do about that. I'm not going to be blocking here, because there's no point. I can go for Sonic Wave on the following turn and actually kill that pretty much for free. I'm going to go for Mountain Goat first. Now, the question is... Yeah, I do go for the Sonic Wave onto Solaris Soldier. God damn it. If he has a barrier, I'm screwed. I can't attack. I cannot attack. I can go for Whimsy on the following turn though, so maybe I can remove that guy. It's actually plausible to do it. It's actually plausible to do it. I'm gonna be removing this guy first. If he wants to use a barrier and on this, is better than using a barrier on this. For me, right? Because it's not gonna be buffed. This guy is not gonna be buffed, and I can use Whimsy on that on the following turn. So it's not, doesn't feel too bad to be doing what I'm doing right now. I kind of force a resource out of his hand. As you guys can see, he has a barrier. All right. And this is something that he would use regardless, right? So using it kind of defensively is actually better for me, because it buys me more time. My deck, considering that he doesn't have Shen anymore, and he apparently is using quite a lot of barriers, my deck is better suited for the later portions of the game, right? Latest portions of the game. English. Ginny. English. Okay, so the question here is that I don't really have a proper way to deal with these two on the same turn. That's a problem. I can, however, go for Scales of the Kraken and go for Twin Disciplines, but I guess I'll be taking a little bit of damage here, guys. There's not much I can do about it. I guess I'll take a little bit of damage. There's really not much I can do about it. I need to remove this guy. If this gets out of hand, I'm actually screwed. However, I think doing this is actually plausible. I think it's actually interesting to be doing this. Maybe this playing Scales of the Dragon here, makes it awkward for him. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna be removing both of them, if that's gonna be your play, which I find very weird, to be honest. But okay. Alright, sure thing. Definitely, okay. Removing two very, very interesting threats here. For nothing, right? I didn't use anything pretty much to do that. And he, was left without a board pretty much. That's actually pretty good for me. Having Zenith Blade is fantastic as well. Absurdly good. Serpent is good, but I think Falling Comet would allow me to kind of survive a little bit better, I guess. The Scourge is too far-fetched. I'm too far from playing Scourge, I guess. Serpent is good, but I think I need Falling Comet. I think I need Falling Comet. I think I do. It's too broken, guys, to have a Obliterate in hand. right? Obliterate an enemy. Like, that's too absurd. Not even kidding. Like, what's the only thing that would screw me up here? It would actually be... Okay, so I'd rather do this, if that's gonna be the thing. But this benefits, this makes Lee Sin stronger as well, so I'd rather do this, if that's gonna be a thing. I doubt he's gonna open attack on the following turn now. I really do. Right? I can go for Falling Comet onto, if he drops Garen, for instance, which is awesome for me. And I can actually go for Gem beforehand. So, yeah. Okay, as expected, I'm gonna go for Gem first. So now I can actually trade even with that. And I'm gonna be removing Garen. Right? I'm gonna be removing Garen for free because just used a little bit of mana to do it. Gladly take this trade unless you have a repost. Alright. Okay. Gonna go for a Lee Sin now. Probably gonna go for Zenith Blade. Will I have the mana to do it though? I will. I will. I will. Playing Gift Giver here doesn't really make much sense, I guess. Does it? Guess it does. I guess it does make sense. Maybe I don't go for Zenith Blade. Maybe I go for Gem and something else instead. So I can save my mana. It's not like I'm gonna be winning on this turn. I don't really have mana to win this turn. Right? Don't really have mana to win this turn. Like, I don't have many buffs. I don't have enough buffs to win this turn, right? If I go for Zenith Blade, I'm gonna be dealing 10 damage. That's it, 10 damage. It's not lethal. It's not lethal. But it grants Overwhelm, right? It grants Overwhelm, which is absurd, which is crazy good. Which is just crazy good. I'm going for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually going for it. Maybe it's greedy, but I have Whimsy, right? The only other champion he has is Zed. And he's now on half of his card. So to be drawing every champion that he got, there's no point in me killing using it on that thing, by the way, because he's just gonna play it again. Rather remove something else from the board. Alright. Like, the odds of him having all 3 champions, right, on the first half of the deck is unlikely, in my opinion. Is actually unlikely. I have Whimsy and I will have to use it. I will definitely have to use it, sadly. Okay. That's threatening as hell, dude. That's a lot of damage that I'm gonna be taking. Holy crap. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Do I have mana to do everything that I would like here? I guess maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Okay. So I can go for Sonic Wave to buff this guy for 2 damage. And then I'm gonna be buffing him for 2 damage again. That sounds good enough. But I'm gonna be using 3. And I'll still have mana for Whimsy in case he buffs something. Yeah, that's good enough, I guess. I'm still gonna have barrier onto Lee Sin. I still have Whimsy, so I'm pretty good here. Pretty safe. Pretty safe indeed. There's no out of hand damage, right? So I'm at 4 health, but it's not like there's much he can do about it. It's not like there's much he can really do about it to really shut me down. Maybe a buff onto his things. Okay, now he kills me. But if that's the scenario, I would like to be doing this. Now, if he does have a you know, a buff onto these guys, I lose the game. But I think if that were the case, he would have done it before, right? Because this is clear lethal if he has a buff. So this is clear lethal. I need to be saving the gem here. I could have played Spacey Sketcher though. Maybe I should have. Nice, okay. Good game. Alright. So yeah, there were not much he could do about that right there. Because, you know, I got 2 obliterates out of nowhere, right? Okay, so the game decided that I was... Let's update the game for... Let's update the game before he can trade the cards. I'm gonna be getting Lee Sin again here. Tarek is never gonna be my win condition. Lee Sin is doing his job just fine. I don't like having Jewel Protector, I'm not gonna lie to you. But Deep Meditation is a solid way of being, you know, drawing things that allows me to enable Lee Sin. So I kind of like that. Hush is broken, but I mean, I don't like getting Tarek. I think I like more getting another Lee Sin, I guess. Even though Tarek would be interesting. But if I don't draw Lee Sin, I never win any game. So I guess I need to go for Lee Sin here. Yeah, Tarek is more of a, you know, supplement than anything else. I don't really have many ways of leveling him up, to be honest with you. Like leveling him up in a deck that doesn't have many gems is a little bit far-fetched. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Lee Sin. Yeah, okay.